Good evening to everyone po, sa lahat ng participants tonight. Again, I'll introduce myself. I'm Reni Espinosa, the current Vice President for Documentation of Cajpia. I would like to ask everyone for their names kasi syempre para kilala naman tayo ng mga makikinig sa atin.
Sino mauna?
Let's go, Ma'am Cheryl.
Ano lang? Okay yung una. Okay, hi everyone. I'm Cheryl Casera. I'm the current, one of the advisors of Cavite's Cajpia. So I'm affiliated with Reyes Sando. I'm currently a tax manager. And how long I have been with Cavite's Cajpia? Well, since it was founded, I've been with Cavite's Cajpia. So who invited me? Well, kasi when I joined Cajpia, wala pa siya. I mean, well, when I was in R4, wala pa siya kasi kami nga yung nag-found doon. So, technically, the invitation was from the school for me to run, or for someone to run for the provincial coordinator of the Region 4 JPIA. So, the reason why I'm here, I'm here in this podcast o I'm here at Cavite JPIA. for the podcast, well, invited naman ako since siguro advisor ako and founding member din. Well, in Cavite JPIA, I believe na the organization requires someone as a overseer. So, for it to run long and continue its existence, somebody has to be with it to remind the team the reason why it was founded. So, not necessarily na we are doing the advisor, not necessarily na kami yung gagawa ng project, but yun, guiding lang din in somebody na more experienced or knowledgeable in other or project makings. So,
hello everyone, good evening. I'm Jedrick Cruz. Profession. So I'm currently connected with a professional firm in the US. So I'm an auditor, doing audits and
financial. Parang blind item.
So yeah, nasa public practice ako ngayon. And how long you have been in the organization? Organization sa
Cajpia.
Cajpia to, no? Tama ba? Cajpia. So mga 10 years na, I'm one of the founding members and together with Cheryl and Raymark. Who invited you? Si Cheryl. Si Cheryl talaga nag-invite sa amin dito. Actually, wala akong pakialam sa mga ibang local chapter. Bigla na lang kami kinontak ni Cheryl. Kasi that time, siya yung nakwento na talaga yun. Siya yung PC noong time na yun. So yun nga, after ko graduate, naging isa ako sa mga advisor. So, mula nung pagka-graduate ko hanggang ngayon, advisor pa rin ako. Let's go to next RM.
Ayun, hi. So, ano nga yung tanong? Raymark Lazo, calling RM. And then, profession, currently, I'm with PPI. Tapos, my current work is with IT risk. Tsaka, right now, also with project management. Tapos, how long have you been in the organization? Syempre, since start, as one of the founding members. And then, who invited you? Si Cheryl. Si Cheryl ang unang nag-invite as provincial coordinator siya. Tapos during that time, si Christian Aquino. What is the reason why you're here? Syempre, parang since kami yung nag-start nung org, parang we just wanted to see through, to grow until parang, well, right now naman, yung medyo naiiwan na namin siya and mag-exist yung organization as long as it needs to be.
Thank you, Ma'am Cheryl, Sir Jed, and Sir RM. As we celebrate the 10th year anniversary of Cajpia, can we ask you a few questions?
So, kung din.
Ayoko.
Pwede po bang magtanong?
Go.
Okay po. Our first question po is, when did you establish the organization, Sir RM?
Ayan. During that time, last year ko sa school, 2011.
2010,
Tapos,
oy.
2010.
2011 ka graduate.
5th year
2011
tayo
ako.
ng 2010,
Fifth year
2011.
tayo, 2010. Okay, fine. Tapos, at the same time, ako din yung president ng local chapter ng Cajpia namin. Ayan. Tapos, kasi during that time, ang major subject ko na lang is general review na 6 units. Tapos, lahat minor na. And then, 5 minor na lang ata. So, wala na akong sobrang chill na lang nung.
Wow. Buti hindi
Sana all.
nagpa-major yung minor mo.
Major nga yung religion 4 and 5
Yun
ata.
nga eh. Ganun yung mga minor subject eh.
Yun. So, ayun. Naging experiences podcast na. Anyways, so yun. Kaya nung last year ko, parang puro org lang yung iniintindi ko. So, during that time, president ako. Tapos, in-invite nga kami on a meeting with Cajpia. So, 2010. During that time, September 19, 2010. Kasama namin may notes talaga ako.
Pero before that meeting, sa July pa lang, nag-meet na tayo, or June. Yung first,
President's meeting.
president's
Sa may-
meeting ng R4. R4 sa TAT.
Hindi, kasi ang nakalagay sa akin, ito na September 10
Really? Ay,
Talaga ba?
hindi na, walang notes nung time na yun.
So parang lang yun, parang informal meeting lang yun.
Informal lang yun.
Yeah.
Oo.
Oo. Tapos
Pero,
parang,
dun sa meeting na yun, dun ko tinanong, gusto niyo bang mag-form ng alliance? Tapos nung nag-yes kayo, sige, mag-set tayo ng
ayun. So, hindi. Bale, oo nga, parang yun yung first contact natin. Tapos, nakita natin yung Quezon
pala.
Federation na meron silang sarili nila. Parang that's the only one in Region 4 na meron silang parang provincial council. Kaya, ang ginawa, so, why not tayo sa Cavite na hindi tayo gumawa ng sarili natin. So, ayun. Tapos parang, ang next meeting na natin is September 19.
Yan ba yung sa PICPA? Building?
Hindi, sa I'm not sure kung saan, wala sa notes. I think somewhere lang sa Dasma.
Baka food court. Food
SM
court.
Food.
Ganun na tayo mag-meeting dati, mga food court lang.
Kasi walang nag-minutes eh.
Wala ba?
Walang
Bakit may notes
nag-minutes.
ka?
Hindi, nakita ko lang yung letter tsaka yung logo design. Kasi nga, di ba, ako yung gumawa ng logo, tapos may notes lang yung logo for yung mga isa. So, yan. Yun, I think sa Dasma lang to, sa food court nga ata, somewhere. Diba?
Kasi tayo mag-meeting eh.
Oo, tapos sa Dasma to, kasi nasa Dasma kayo lahat, tapos ako lang yung nabiyahe.
Gita kasi yung Dasma.
Gitna, nandun kayo lahat. Tapos ako nasa Cavite City. Ako lang nabiyahe ng 2 hours.
Oo, layo nga.
Pero yun, to answer the question nga, hindi namin siya ma-determine kung ano talaga exact date. Pero, yun nga kay Cheryl, based na rin kay Cheryl, ang alam mo talaga, una na pag-usapan to sa first President's Meeting noong 2010, 2011 school year sa First Asia Institute of Technologies and Humanities sa Tanawan, kung di ako nagkakamali.
Talaga?
Yes,
Yes.
Ay, okay.
Memorable.
Doon una nagpatawag na meeting si Cheryl. Yan.
Okay po. Thank you po dun. So, sino naman po yung mga tao behind the establishment of this organization po? Can you name those people po ba?
Si Cheryl naman sasagot.
Hindi pala ako nakabit. Ang dami doon. Pero definitely, there was 14 schools. Kasi that's the
Sa
purpose or the meaning behind the logo. Nung
8
ginawa
lang.
sa...
8,
Ito ba? Hindi ba 14?
8 na founding schools. AUP, CVSU, DLSUD, LPU Cavite, PCSL, tapos PCU, Rogationist, tapos San Sebastian. Tapos sina Jerome Austria,
Ng AUP.
si Francie Jers Santarin ng PCU, si Brian Shera, Philippine Cambridge. May listahan. Ako, San Sebastian. Si Crystal Jane, LPU Cavite. Si Ian Carrasco, del SUD. Si Jeremiah ng NCST. Sino pa ba? Si Krisha Olivares. Sino pa? Si Arnold Rebamba during that time. Si Rick Tan.
Yes.
Marvin Macaraeg sa Imus Institute. Si Pau. Dami, no?
PCU.
Kasi may
Kelvin
coordinators
Yap.
tayo noon.
Oo. Kelvin Yap. Monica
Actually,
Makupat.
marami. Too many to mention.
Pero yung initial na meeting natin nung September 19, ito yung parang pinaka-formal eh. Dito na formalize yung pagkabuo ng actually the first name. Cajpia Alliance of Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants. Kasi parang
Cavite
Cajpia.
Alliance. Yun.
Next naman po, what is the reason behind the establishment of the organization? Bakit niyo po naisipang i-form na po tong Cajpia? Sir Jed.
Sino?
Sir
Ikaw,
Jed.
Jed.
Ako.
Nakadami na kami ni Sir.
I think si Cheryl makakasagot nito.
Ang reason ko doon, nung in-invite ko kayo, was ang layo ng mga meetings or events ng Region 4. And I noted na konti lang yung nakaka-participate from the Cavite schools. So mostly mga presidents lang. I think it's because of the logistics. Kasi it's costly to send or to spend for the transportation from school, di ba? From the school ng in Cavite. Then the usual event is in Batangas. Kasi I think that's the middle part ng R4 because we have Palawan pa, di ba? In Romblon. So somehow the middle meeting point of R4 is Batangas. Kaya most of the events are in there. And then, so, ayun, noting na we have a lot of schools in Cavite. And even in Cavite, widespread din yung mga school. That's why we suggested na why don't we share resources in Cavite instead of bringing the participants to Batangas, but hindi na lang yung venue in Cavite din. And then somehow, since I'm the provincial coordinator of R4, parang ito na din yung I think parang ito na din yung pinaka-event ng R4 that time. But then, kasi it was on an alliance that time. So, instead of having the support ng president, not sure, parang they somehow took it negatively. Siguro nga kasi he was not part of meeting natin when we were discussing about it, and we don't have naman that intention to go against them or to fight them sa mga events. In fact, we're very compliant nga, especially with sa sports fest nga. We try to send a lot of participants and then even with the president's meeting, I think most of the schools has participant that time. So the alliance or the Cajpia that time was really a good move kasi because of the, I think, friendship na din. So parang lahat napipilitang pumunta kapag may event yung R4. But of course, hindi pa to the level na may may mga members na the formation or the friendship or alliance was actually on the first level pa lang the president. So that's the main reason, the sharing of resources in yung practicality natin, and also bringing the activities in Cavite kasi we have a lot of good schools inside. And I think most school has their own good projects na if they offer to another school nearby, magbe-benefit din naman. So not necessarily the event has to come from the regional area. It can actually come from the province area. So that's it.
Thank you po. Maganda po pala talaga yung naging reason kung bakit po may Cajpia ngayon. Naging parang roller coaster ride po. Pero syempre po, di ba, bago mabuo tong organizations na to, marami po tayong dapat i-consider. So, what are the preparations po na hinanda niyo to establish the organizations? Or ano po yung mga pinaghandaan niyo? Sir Jed, baka pwede na po kayong sumagot.
Ang hirap na natatapat sa akin tanong. Preparations? Actually, sa part ko wala. Actually, si RM yung maraming ginawa dito. Like,
Si RM ulit.
yung Constitution and Bylaws, si RM ang nag-draft. Logo, I think si RM din with the inputs of the founding members. So, RM, take it away.
Taga-introduce.
Ako talaga gumawa kasi sobrang chill lang naman.
Ikaw talaga yung paperworks. Parang kami, fun-fun lang kami.
Oo, kami pakain-kain lang sa food court. Tapos si
tayo.
RM yung nagtatype sa laptop.
Yes.
Ako lang kata may dalang laptop nun.
Ano daw yung preparations?
Parang yun nga, ang alam ko nga talagang first formal meeting na nag-agree na nabubuin is September na. Tapos yung next meeting nun, November 6, 2011 sa GK Maryville sa Imus. I think established tayo ng 2010. Pero ito na yung formal side 2011. Graduate na tayo tapos na board exam nito for me. Kaya sobrang wala akong ginagawa sa buhay ko. Anyways, yun nga yung discussion. Nagplan tayo dun sa Cajpia tree planting activity.
Yung planning ng tree planting sa Pikpa building na yun. Naalala ko yun.
Oo, Pikpa building nga yan.
So yun nga yung una nating meeting, Pikpa building pa siya.
Hindi na matanda.
Naman. Tagal na nito, 10 years.
Hindi kasi wala na tayong files doon. No?
Yun yung preparation, si RM talaga gumawa ng mga paperworks that time. So after namin mag-meeting sa Tanawan, nagtuloy-tuloy na yun. May mga series of meetings na kami noon. Pag free time, nag-meet kami, pinag-uusapan namin kung ano bang gagawin. Hanggang sa madraft na yung Constitution and Bylaws, logo. Yun. 2010 yun. Hanggang 2011 yung pag-aayos ng papers for approval na rin ng R4 for NF. Kaya inasikaso talaga namin that time.
Okay na po ba yun?
I think so.
Okay po. After those preparations, how did you gather the local chapters in Cavite and unify them?
Although, hindi totally lahat eh.
Yes.
Parang, although, yun na, medyo mas open sila sa comms before. Usong-uso din yung mga messaging sa text. Kasagsagan ng only text nun eh.
Yes, GM pa tayo nun. Oh my God.
GM sa
Nakakahiya. Oh my God.
Hindi, may
Bago.
Facebook nun. Nauso yung Facebook group nun. Doon
Oo, may Facebook group. Tapos
doon
gumawa na ako
nagpo-post ng
ng
mga
Facebook page.
So kung ang tanong is how did you gather? Si Cheryl yung una talagang kumausap.
Mm-mm.
Since siya yung provincial coordinator. And then, yun na. Hanggang sa kakilala kami.
Alam ko kung bakit tayo nagkikita doon.
Bakit
Kasi
siya?
naglalaro tayo.
Talaga ba?
Naglalaro tayo ng killer-killer noon. So tuwing may may meeting. Alam ko talaga, hindi pwedeng hindi tayo maglalaro noon ng time na yun. Lalo na kapag tabi yung mga event.
Kinabahan ako sinabi mo, bakit tayo nakikita?
Ay,
Akala ko tayong dalawa.
hindi. Lahat.
May issue silang
Ay.
dalawa, guys.
I-clarify ko na lang.
Matayin ka.
Hindi, joke lang po.
So, going back.
So, going back po dito.
Yun
Kinabahan
nga.
ako.
Naglalaro nga yung time na yun. Mga ano kasi kami, ano ba yun? Mga masayang tao lang. Feeling ko din siguro stressful din kasi siguro sa school. So, alam mo yun, nakahanap lang din ng mga kaibigan sa provincial council. Kaya kapag may mga events, kahit na may quiz the next day, o kaya may mga exam, pupunta pa din kami. Pupunta pa din kami sa mga events, sa meetings.
Hindi. Saka tingin ko rin at that time, nauuso kasi rin yung Facebook noong time na yun. Kaya, feeling ko, naghahanap na rin ng ibang kaibigan yung ibang presidents tulad ko. Nakilala ko si RM. Madali na yung communication that time kasi, yun nga, nauso na rin yung mga Facebook. And then si Cheryl nag-GM. So, madali na lang mag-gather. And dati kasi, kanya-kanya kaming lakad. Kung may General Assembly sa R4, kanya-kanya kami ng punta, walang coordination. Siguro, naging way na rin yung Cajpia para mag-unite yung mga schools sa Cavite. And, yun.
Thank you po. Tatanong ko pa po ba sa inyo yung mga naging hardship and sa experience niyo po in establishing the organization?
Ako lang nahirapan. Hirap bumiyahe. San meeting imustas, mga ganyan. Ganyan lagi.
I think nahirapan tayo sa
Pag-set ng
pagkuha ng
meeting.
recognition ng regional and national, and pati na rin ng mga schools. Para, syempre, out of nowhere, nagkaroon ng Cajpia. So, medyo nahirapan din kami makuha yung approval ng mga schools. So, sino ba kami, di ba? As in, po, estudyante kami. Parang, nag-unite lang kami. So, feeling ko yun for me, yun yung isang hardship. Makuha yung approval and recognition ng iba't ibang stakeholders.
So, I remember we even tried to communicate sa national president kay Laika para lang to introduce din yung Cavite JPIA because we're not getting much support pa that time sa R4. Which later on naman, the good side was they were able to see the benefit na more participants are attending and participating sa R4 because of the coordination of Cavite JPIA. Even in the latter years, they would always say na sa Cavite JPIA mas organized yung information dissemination because we have yung council compared to the other provinces, di ba? So, it's really a good move that time. Pero yun nga, the first part kasi we can't even get an advisor that time kasi paano ba? Who would you choose? Kung it was 8 to 14 schools that time, di ba? Saan manggagaling yung advisor? The president, sino ba president that time of the PICPA? Hindi ko alam si Miss Brenda noon yung time. There was a time kasi na si Miss Brenda. Pero even them, hindi din kami connected. It was only latter years na din na we were getting support from din and yung recognition na din. So, it was parang nangangapa on how to make the council continue its existence. Di ba? Aside from the fact na how would you make it exist after nung first batch? Kasi, yeah, and another thing pala is yung paggagawa tayo ng project sa province. Kasi the presidents that time, sila din yung member ng Cavite Cajpia. And it was a choice between It was a choice between limiting yung council sa president or nag-try kami nung kumuha ng coordinator or magbubuo na kami ng executive board. If you were able to see yung set ng officers that time. Siguro for the next 3 years since the founding of the council, walang executive board. Parang 3rd year o 4th year pa lang nagkaroon ng executive board. And it was a trade-off. Kasi iba yung support kapag yung nasa Cavite Cajpia is mga presidents. Iba din yung support kapag yung nasa executive board, non-local chapter officer. Kasi nagkaroon na tayo ng limitation dun kapag ka nasa executive board ka. Hindi ka pwedeng higher position sa local chapter. So even until now, merong good side yung dating structure, may good side din yung bagong structure. So the first one, talaga siya, somehow, medyo leadership based din kasi talaga yun eh. Kailangan strong yung foundation mo sa taas para ma-encourage mo down. And hindi siya applicable throughout the years. Kaya nag-switch kami ng structure. Which yun naman din yung the usual sa mga organizations din na provincial na may executive board talaga na nag-work. So that was one of the hardship that time. How the leadership structure should be sa isang provincial council.
Pero nga, sa first few years namin, talagang we really worked hard para magain yung trust ng mga stakeholders. First, sa Cavite muna, siyempre, yung mga school officers. Siyempre, bagong organization kami and then wala pa talagang solid na foundation that time kung paano i-run ng isang organization. And yun, unti-unti hanggang sa maging na namin yung trust and approval ng mga stakeholders. Hanggang sa lumaki na yung organization, dumami na yung mga members.
That's it for our first episode po. The creation of Cavite Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants.